Hello there, and welcome to another Monday night stream. Just making sure that sound's working. Yes, it is. Okay. So last week I did some processing of the motion capture. I continued on with that during the week. Slowly, because there's a massive heat wave and it's hard to want to spend a lot of time at the computer. But yeah, I got it all done, so now it's time to put it all together in this scene for chapter 28. Crazy, good to see you. I'm doing okay. How are you? Now, usually I will wait a few minutes to get started, but I'm going to get started straight away because there's quite a bit of motion capture and things to put together in this, so I kind of want to get started. Trying to stay out of trouble. That's usually a good thing to do. Hopefully you're being successful in that. Only when I'm asleep. Okay, I understand. So when you're awake, there's trouble. I hope everyone's seen chapter 26 that was released last week. I've noticed a bizarre thing this evening is more people have watched 26 than have watched 25. I have no idea why that happened, but there we go. Hello and welcome. The King of all Sith has arrived. Well, it's good to see you. Just bringing in I was just bringing in. Have I not done all of it yet? Better weather for you last. Yeah, today was much cooler. More sensible temperatures. Makes it a lot easier to get things done. Krogan, hello, welcome. Always good to see you. Oh no, my motion capture file that I need for this is missing. Bear with me a moment. What if I put it somewhere else, or did I not do the importance? I'm sure I did. Let's have a look. Because I was trying to do this step when it was very hot, so it's quite possible I missed this. Missed an important part of it, so let me just double check this. It's on my other monitor, so you can't see what I'm doing. It should just be brief. I like stormtroopers. Yeah, I'm trying an experiment with some new stormtrooper models. They look just as good, but they're low. They've got lower poly count, which means I can put more of them on screen before it starts taxing my system, which is kind of necessary for these next two chapters. So there's got to be a lot of stormtroopers. Let's see. I'm sure I did this bit. If I did not do this bit, I do apologise, but it will only take me a moment if that's the case. Sherry, hello and welcome. Hope you're doing well. Okay. No, okay, it looks like I didn't do this phase, so not off to a good start. Let me see if I can switch over to bear with me a moment. There we go. This is not going to be as exciting to watch as I thought, because I've got to do this process, but I'll try and blast through it as quickly as possible. Good thing I didn't wait 10 minutes just to get started. So I'm glad you're doing well. This is what I get for trying to do this when it's also really hot and I just wanted to get away from the computer. I wanted to feel like I'd done something, but obviously I didn't get quite enough done. So let's start with these. You can't see it, but I'm quickly popping up. Menus are quickly popping up, and it's part of the import process. And I'm just going through it as quickly as possible, so we get to the more fun part, which was let's start with this stream on. On the other hand, this part I'm doing right now tends to be quite tedious. So doing on stream may be better because at least I can talk to someone, you guys, while I'm doing it. Makes it a little bit more entertaining for me. So what I'm doing is, this is the motion capture data, and it animates these very thin bones. And so what I need to do is tell this data to work with the skeleton for the characters that are in iClone, which is what these coloured lines are for. So what it will do is it makes these are the bones for the actual character, and then the coloured ones represent how the bones in iClone, and so the characters know how to move. So let's watch. I don't know how well it shows up because it's obviously a grey against grey. Don't know if there's anything to do about that. But this is basically what I did, and you can see this Luke's being cuffed there. Darcy, it's nice to see you. see you next time. Even more looking forward to the next chapter on Thursday. Me too. I'm excited for people to see this one. I had a lot of fun doing it. It's one of those chapters that things have to happen really to progress the story to the next phase. But even though it's the last one of these 4 that I finished, it was the first one I finished as well. Weirdly enough. Though I did tinker with it a little bit. Yeah, grey on grey death, screen of death. I can see something moving. Alright, I'm going to try and get through this bit as quickly as possible. I won't play back the animation again because I know it worked. I just wanted you guys to at least get an idea of what I was talking about. But I can't move on to the rest of it without doing this, so bear with me. I thought I had done it. And obviously it was the heat getting to my head. Floopy, hello and welcome. Just blasting through some importing motion capture data because I thought I'd done it and it turned out I hadn't. I remember getting the UCS Lego R2 for Christmas and maybe the X-Wing. Very nice, those are both very impressive sets. I've seen that the UCS Venator attack cruiser has been leaked because a Lego store in somewhere, I can't remember where it was now, put it on the shelf early, so obviously people have shared the news. I don't think I'd get it myself because it's a very large set. I don't really have space for it. I'm hoping I'll get a Chimera, not necessarily UCS, but it's been a long time since there's a Star Destroyer model, and of course Ahsoka. But they probably won't announce that until it actually shows up in the show. Okay, so I've done the import process for these 4 characters. So I'm going to switch back to iClone. What's that? I'm going to close 3D Exchange. And then let's see how that went. I'll have a quick drink of water as well. Last set I got was the Endor Speeder Chase. What was the last set I bought? Oh, the last set I bought was the TIE Bomber and the Emperor's Throne Room. I built this bomber, but I haven't built the throne room. I need to do that. No, last set I bought was the Christmas Advent calendar. But obviously I'm not opening that until Christmas, so it's kind of slipped my mind. I saw that they're going to do a Christmas Star Wars Lego set as well. It's Millennium Falcon Lounge with Christmas decorations. And surprisingly, not an expensive set. So I'm going to get that put up for my Christmas decorations. And I like the idea that the way they've put the Christmas decorations, you can remove them and just have the lounge as a scene for itself, and you can put whatever characters in you want. I saw the most recent chapters. I wasn't there to watch them live. They're really good. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed them. The last one of the 4 is being released this Thursday. And I had some fun with it, which I'm excited to be able to share with you guys on Thursday. Right, so we are back to let's bring in the data and see what we've got. Let's start with Luke. Now all characters start in the T-pose, so we're going to remove that. So just cut that bit out. Alright, now I want him to be facing this way, so I'm going to turn him back. Alright, so let's watch through. Now this is going to be, there's going to be some issues because his hands are already clipping in his legs, but let's watch it and see what else happens. Zoom out a bit. Also needs to fix his arms. So he gets cuffed. And I made the project a little bit too short because you can't see the end. Let's make it a little bit longer. Carry on playing. We were about there. Let's start from there. Where he carries on walking. Oops. To extend that. And we're going to cut the end off where he goes back to the T-pose because we don't need that. Okay, now obviously I need to fix the arms, but let's bring in the other characters' motions first. So let's go with Mara next. Again, she's going to be in the T-pose. Might buy another set Wednesday, either Death Star Trench Run or the Emperor's Throne Room. I've got the Trench Run, it's a good set, but I kind of like the Throne Room more. Well, I haven't built it yet. I've seen it built on display. It looks impressive. Right, so again, need to turn Mara same direction as Luke. Alright, let's play it. Crimson Acolyte, hello and welcome. Again, her arms are clipping her legs, so we'll fix that. Jamie, it has been a while. Hope you're doing well. For some reason, Mara's motion is a little bit shorter. I don't know why, because I recorded. Oh, hold on. Right, let's try it from there. Let's watch it through together. Because they should both be cuffed at the same time. And in fact, they're not. It says something. That pilot in the upcoming episode looks like Ezra. We can hope. I haven't seen any previews, so it's about time he showed up, though. And Thrawn. Alright, I don't know why I got the timing for that mixed up, but there we go. Did you know that they're showing the new episode in theatres tomorrow? I've heard that. I don't think they're showing it any near me, so I didn't even bother looking. I'll just watch it Wednesday morning. What do you think of the new episode of Ahsoka? Is there anyone here who hasn't seen it because I don't want to spoil it? I saw it, I enjoyed it. But I'm not going to say anything more, just in case those who haven't seen it yet would like to go for it spoiler free. I know Ahsoka series will know a top classic Heir to the Empire, but I'm really liking the show. It's great casting and the fight scenes are great. Yeah, the casting is excellent. I'm really intrigued by the two Dark Jedi characters, and the cast they've got. They're taking over the Rebels characters. I think they're doing a really good job. It's not the same story as Heir to the Empire, which I think, just because Thrawn's in it doesn't mean it's going to be the same plot line, and I think that's a good thing, because it should be a new story, not a retelling. Partly because I don't want the competition, but I feel like it's not really possible to do Heir to the Empire live action with the original cast, and the de-aging technology doesn't exist well enough to bring Han, Luke and Leia and Lando to life in a way that won't look very artificial. It's fine for short bursts, but they're in the books so much that I don't think it would work. You could do it animated, which is of course what I'm doing. I thought this episode was a lot better, though I don't love what they did at the end. If you had a Merrick theory, how accurate was it? Pretty much spot on. I didn't expect the smoke thing, but the fact that he was just there, there's no big reveal or anything. I thought that was it. I feel like that's all he needed to be. He didn't need to be Starkiller or Ezra. I get why the Ezra theory started, because when the trailers was released and no one really knew what was happening, but as soon as the first episode itself dropped and we learnt where Ezra and Thrawn had gone, I thought there's no way it's him, because they wouldn't be looking for Thrawn if Ezra was still around. Let's go to that stormtrooper. Natasha is so good. This stormtrooper, let's bring it to the middle somewhere. I was really happy with Mark's identity. It was unexpected, it made perfect sense. Yeah, I think there's some very elaborate theories out there, and I thought they were about as likely as the one that he was the Cup. I saw on Twitter someone said, "What if Marok is really the Cup that Sabine couldn't move?" Star Wars has got a long tradition of master characters that are very mysterious and you don't really learn much about them, and I think that's exactly what Marok was always going to be, and I think that works well for the show. So let's bring let's try this timing. Right, so the timing is just about right. Let's watch it again just to be sure. Yeah, I'm happy with that timing. If it's slightly off, that's okay because we can adjust it later. I need to bring him forward a little bit. Obviously there's still some issues with the clipping and stuff, but let's go to the side a little bit. Let's see. I don't know why the final pose I see him like that with his shoulders up, but I'll figure it out. I don't know what's going on with the WVW. Is Ahsoka supposed to be dead? Oh, well, else. Is Ahsoka supposed to be dead because she jumped off that cliff? I think that's either all in her head or dark powers are trying to manipulate her. I guess we're going to find out. I don't really know either, because I don't think she's dead, because it would be kind of tricky to kill off the main character of the show, especially when the show is named after the said character halfway through the first season. Although that's certainly a bold direction to take things if she really is dead. I don't know how she got to it. Some theories are cool, but I think they're too deep for most fans. Yeah. Although I was going to go somewhere with that, but I can't remember what I was going to say. Oh, the sun. Ahsoka certainly is Rebels Season 5, and some people are saying that they're fine with everything, understanding everything without having seen Rebels, but I feel like they're not afraid to tell a story where they're not necessarily going to explain everything for people who haven't seen it. Move him back a bit. Okay, move him back a bit more. Hands need to be about there. Obviously we'll adjust that in more detail later. Let's get the timing right for this one. Bring it forward. So it needs to be flat forward too. I need to watch it again because the smoke looked black to me. That could have just been because I watched it early in the morning and the sun was very bright, so it can distort colours on this TV. So dark green would look black. Right, so we've got him here. We're talking to the Major, which I've already done their animation. I think that works. I think she opened the door into the world between worlds when she jumped off the cliff. Yeah, but I don't think she did it consciously. I think it's something that happened. Right, this. Let's save that. And we need to trim off the end. Now see, there's some timing issues here. Stormtroopers. I've got the cuff moments lined up. Let's watch it again. And there's some clipping and looks issues going. Obviously the Stormtroopers carry on walking before the other two characters, and that's not really any good. It's going to take some time to work on, so let me just save that again. I have to admit I'm getting a bit tired, so I don't think I'm going to continue working on this much longer because I don't want to mess it up and then have to do it again from scratch. So we just do the last bits of cleaning up. Let's get rid of the T-Pace Mara at the end. That will do. Yeah, save it again. It's been said that the daughter in bird form watches over Ahsoka and makes sure she can't die. That might have been what occurred. It's possible. It'll be interesting to see if we get to see them or not. Yeah, with your Darth rest sounds good. It does. I know from experience that when you get to a certain level of tiredness, if you keep doing whatever it is you're doing, you end up messing it up and you just have to start it again from scratch, and that's frustrating. So this is looking pretty good though, what I've got so far. What I would need to do is fix the clipping issues. So the arms with Luke and Mara. Also these stormtroopers, the same problem. Not sure why the shoulders are up so high. I thought I'd fixed that. Right, that's another thing I've got to look into. Let me just check something. So I know what I've got to do, and the things that I don't want to mess up. But I'm just going to check the stormtrooper because I'm sure I'd fixed the shoulder issue. So, if I haven't fixed it, I'm not going to fix it now. But I just want to make sure. Yeah, I have fixed it. I loaded in the wrong stormtroopers. So let's bring those in. Hopefully this will look better. That's better. Let's do the same with the other one. Yeah, okay, let's watch through this and see what happens. I don't know what that turns to look, but you can always cut it out when that time comes. Yeah, that's much better. Let's watch it from the side as well. Okay, now I'm going to save it again, and I think I like. There we go. Yeah, I think that's going to be all I do for this evening. I don't want to mess it up, but I feel like this was a very productive session, even if it wasn't a full hour. Obviously, still a lot more work needs to be done. I'm excited for chapter 27 on Thursday. I can't wait for all of you guys to see it. Chris Eiston, hello and welcome. Thank you so much. And you're saying it's looking great. This is actually on the low quality display as well. Obviously when it's rendered fully, that's a bit more realistic. But for working, especially on a scene that's going to be as complex as this one, it needs to be on the lowest settings possible, because just for working on it, because it makes it easier to do. But thank you, I'm glad you like it. I can't wait for the next premiere. Yes, Thursday, I can't wait for it either, so I was thinking about that earlier. Master Luke, hello and welcome. For those who don't know, Master Luke voices Luke Skywalker here in Heir to the Empire. And it's fortuitous timing with your dropping by this evening, because here you are. I'm going to play the sequence back again so you can have a look to see. It's still very rough. I mean, there's still some clipping issues with all four of these characters, and some timing issues that aren't quite on. Let me start again. Some timing issues where things aren't quite right. Though at the moment I'm better suited to voice Master Chief. Al, why is that? You're not feeling too well. How slow we can, it takes a bit of my voice to cover. Okay, well, I hope you do feel better soon. But yeah, that's the scene I've been working on so far. Obviously, there's no dialogue in it yet either. So, or any of the other characters that need to be in it. It's going to be an interesting one to render because it's going to be quite a big scene. Well, I wonder if there's a generator you can use to heal your voice. That would be nice. But yeah, I think I'm going to wrap up the stream here because I'm getting pretty tired, and the timing issues is going to take a lot of concentration to make sure I get it exactly right. And I don't want to mess it up and have to do it all again from scratch. So I think that'll be it for me tonight. So thank you everyone for coming by. I've enjoyed chatting with you as always about Ahsoka and this and other things. Hope to see you all on Thursday for the premiere of chapter 27. It's so weird to think, it's so close to the end now. Only 5 left afterwards. Obviously this is a big part of it. I've already animated and rendered 2 of the scenes from it. This is the last one that needs to be done. Of course, it's also the longest and most complex part of it. Probably one of the most complex scenes so far because of the sheer number of characters. And then it's the last 4 after that. Yeah. And I can't believe I ever thought I'd get to this point. When I got started, I thought people would get bored after the first... Well, when I first started, I only ever intended to do chapter 1, and a lot of requests came in for more, so I thought, okay, I'll do up to chapter 4, and then people get bored, and that's obviously not what happened at all. And I'm really glad that you've all stuck with the series, no matter when you joined, if it was from the beginning or last week. This all means a lot to me. Get some rest, keep up the good work, and enjoy Ahsoka. Yeah, I hope you enjoy Ahsoka as well on Wednesday or tomorrow night, depending on when you watch it. I say Wednesday because it releases here at 2 AM. And while in theory I could stay up that late to watch it, I'd be so tired that I wouldn't enjoy it, so I'd rather watch it over breakfast. You have requests to complete the trilogy. I have many requests to complete the trilogy. I've lost count of how many of those requests I've had. But it means a lot to me that people send those in. I do appreciate all of the kind words that you've all had to offer. But yeah, so I'm going to head off to bed, I think. So thank you all for coming. May the Thrawn be with you. Master Luke, hope you feel better soon. And see you all on Thursday for 27. I think I've probably said all this before, but it's just how tired I'm getting. So yeah, may the Thrawn be with you, and have a good night, and take care. Thank you. Bye.